my name's Stephanie. I'm a full-time reseller. I sell on eBay. I've been selling on eBay since 1998. I was one of the first people to ever sell on there. And back when on their front page was, they'd say, hey, we now have 500,000 subscribers or sellers, and oh, we're now at 1 million. Back when they were mom and pop shop, but they're not so much anymore. But yeah, I sell on all types of different platforms. I'm pretty new to YouTube though. I've only been on here for a couple of years. I come and go with my video making, but I enjoy making videos for things I've picked up to resell, things I have sold, yard sale finds, just talking to you about the resale world. And I really enjoy watching everyone else's videos of what they sell and what they pick up, and it's just fun. But I have a local auction I go to. Anyone can go to it. It's highbid.com. You type in your zip code and it'll let you know of any auctions in your area, and they do online auctions. So like with mine in my area, they do a lot of estate sales or people who passed away, and once a week they take all the pictures of all the items, and then Wednesdays when the auctions end. So I always keep an eye. I've been buying from these people for about 5 years. I found some really nice, good things. I always, almost better than yard sale prices half the time. But and then you pick up the items on Friday or Saturday. But the items I picked up today, some really fun things. If I'm Retro Stephanie, that's my name. Is I like vintage items. If you watch my past videos, I love vintage advertisement, selling older clothing, or just anything fun. I'll sell anything, but I really enjoy vintage items. But today I picked up a bunch of these. They're from 1976. They're dated 1976, and they're advertisements. Super cute, super fun. And I just want to go through them with you. I enjoy looking at this stuff. I think these are like 10 by 13s factory sealed, but they are. They're dated 1976. So it's like Kellogg's and a lot of cream of wheats in here. But check out this. It says, oh, look who's here. Toasted cornflakes. And it has this little kid on the front. Like I said, these are like advertisements. This one says Big Patch Selected Vegetables, grown, picked, and shipped by M.L. Calic and Company, Produce of USA. And I love this one because it has a little dog on it. I love animals. Right now I'm not fostering dogs, but I've rescued and helped with foster groups or rescue groups for over 20 years. Just a quick story, my son, I'll post a little picture, him and his wife, they live in an area in Provo, Utah, where there's just a ton of stray cats, and they're having kittens, and he grew up with me rescuing animals. And my other son too, who lives here, he would always bring home stray kittens or rabbits or animals he'd find that needed help, and we'd find homes for them. But they've been slowly rescuing one kitten at a time, one animal at a time. They found one kitten at a car wash that was abandoned, and they took that cat and got it fixed, and that's their pet now. But I've been trying to help him with, like, he got an animal trap, and he's trying to trap the kittens, and he brings them into his home, and he's gonna like pay to get their shots and find good homes for them. You know, we can't save every animal that's suffering, but if every single person who said that rescued one animal at a time or helped one animal at a time, we'd hardly have, like, the shelters wouldn't be overwhelmed with like animals, and the millions of dogs and cats are euthanized every year because they're dumped off at shelters, and sometimes no fault to the owners, you know, of the owner, but a lot of times people just get tired or bored, or they can't handle the animal anymore, and rather than trying to replace it to someone they know, it's easier just to dump them off at a shelter. It's sad. And these dogs, they're loyal, and they don't understand why their human's not around anymore. But yeah, they just got another kitten. I'll post a picture real quick, and I told them, I said, just wrap it up. They said it's really sad because it wants to be with its other brothers and sisters. They're only able to trap one at a time. I said, in the long run, it's better for the cat. The kitten will be inside. You'll find a loving home for it, rather than it living on the streets or in that area and just being unhealthy and dying, you know, by getting hit by a car or something. But he says, but it's so sad. It's just, I'm torn. I said, I know it's hard, but you helping one cat at a time or one animal at a time makes a big difference in the world. So anyways, that's my spiel on animals. I'm glad my kids have always wanted to help animals. This one says right over the home plate, and it's a little baseball boy in his baseball uniform, and he's eating cream of wheat. So if you eat cream of wheat, you'll be a good baseball player. This one's cute. It says boy wanted, cream of wheat in, and then a stork brought him a little baby boy. The painters are, I think it says, this one's painted by Edward V. Brewer. They have different ones. One's like a Leslie. But they all kind of look the same. This one's Woodward Pure Sugar Stick Candy. And this is really cute Victorian dolls. I love that. I might have to keep some of these. Collier's National Weekly, more than $1,750,000 or 1,750,000 circulation. And it's a cute little girl with her dog, and they're both. Oh, you know what? It's onions. That's why they're crying, because they're peeling onions. Isn't that cute? And this one is a boy who ran away from a dog, and he jumped up on the cream of wheat sign. So if you eat cream of wheat, you're not going to be eaten by a dog. You'll have the strength to run away. So, and the last one is it's a flower company, and has two little boys on the advertisement. But these are, I got all these for $15, and you know they're super old because they were only priced at $1.98 back in 1976. They're really cute. Another thing I want to show you is hats. I always look for vintage trucker hats or vintage hats. Some of them go for a lot of money. I got a whole box and then another bag. All together they were $30. I didn't count. I think there's about 20 hats there, so that's a good deal because this hat alone sold on eBay for $45, and that right there pays for everything and more. But these, look at these are trucker style. Now this does say Mike Thurgood Construction in Syracuse, Utah, but people like these older advertisements. It hasn't even been worn. It's like from the 70s. You can tell from the tag. 70s and 80s. But I can probably get at least $20-25, if not more, for these hats, even though it has a different name brand on it. People like them. And I know a lot of people who make movies or TV shows are buying stuff like this as props or for the actors to wear. This is really fun. Utah Jazz was owned by Larry H. Miller. He owned a car company here in Utah. He was a really well-known guy. He died about 10 years ago of cancer. I think it was about 10 years. But he owned the Utah Jazz. Now his signature is on this hat. And this hat, I looked it up, is someone's selling one. It's like from the 90s. I think they have it for $50, but with his signature, Larry H. Miller, I think I could sell this for a lot more. I didn't even know when I bought this that was actually autographed. The pictures sometimes don't show the detail of all these. Now look at this bright orange, but look at the font, Roy City Streets. Now Roy is here in Utah too, but this has never been worn. It's just a funky trucker hat, and I know I can get like 25 or 30 bucks for each of these. It's just fun. There's a bunch of these Mike Thurgoods. I might have to do research and see if it's if the company's still around here in Utah, and maybe I'll sell them locally. Roy City Water Department, and it's that feel. It's like a thick. I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, none of these look like they've been used. I don't even know what Passie's Pub, Red Granite, but I don't even think this pub exists. I tried to do research. I did a Google Lens on this. I couldn't find anything like it, but really cool. If any of you guys are interested in any of these, just message me. I'll give you a deal. I do free shipping on all my items. Oh, here's another cat hat. Yeah, I take Venmo and PayPal, so if anything catches your eye and you want, I like giving people a good deal. I'll sell it to you cheaper than I'd list it on eBay. Just send me a message. USS Enterprise, CVN 65. Not sure what that is. I'll have to do research. I didn't do research on all of these. All parts. I think that's since 1972. That's the year I was born. I don't even know if this is still in business anymore, but it's, I think, an auto shop. More Mike Thurgoods. This is an old Everlast hat, but this one looks like it has a little bit wear. It has fading on it. And the other ones I got, this is Now, I don't know why this has an American flag and an eagle, but it says made in China. I wouldn't even put an eagle and an American flag unless it was made in USA, but whatever. This looks like an older Dallas Cowboys hat. I don't see a year on it, but to me it just looks a little bit older. I might see if my brother wants this. He loves the Dallas Cowboys. Not everyone's a fan, but I don't really watch football, but he loves the Cowboys. Here's a older John Deere hat. Here's a Raiders hat. This one looks like it has, I don't know, this looks in okay condition. And I don't know if this is an older brand. Yeah, I can't tell. I'll have to do research. Google owns it. This is I don't even know what that is. I'll have to Google is that. I don't know all my teams. And then this looks like a nice Oakley hat by $9.40. So yeah, I got all this hats for $30, making it probably about $1.50 or $2 a piece. I'll tell you a couple things I've sold in the last couple of days. I sold these Cowgirl Tough boots, New Attack jeans. I had them for $35. Someone offered $22. I only had a couple dollars into them. I sold them for $22 on Poshmark. This is just since yesterday. Now on eBay, I sold. Hi Evie, my doggy just came in. This Pro Elite, it's a camo jacket, and I only paid $1 for these. I bought 3 of them at a yard sale. I made a huge gigantic pile, and she's like, make me an offer, and I said 25 for everything or 30. But after everything was said and done, I calculated it. It only was like $1 a piece for each item. So sold this for $39.99. This Gators ropes baseball hat it only sold for $9.99, but that's something I picked up at the Goodwill bins. I don't go a lot to the Goodwill bins. It's about 25 minutes away, and I just have so much inventory right now. I do find the best things. This probably only cost me $0.25 because they charge by the pound, and it doesn't weigh anything. But I love the Goodwill bins. If they were super closer, I'd probably be there all the time. This vintage, these little Coca-Cola marbles, they have 5 in a package. They've been kept as sleep covers. I have about 15 packages of those. I sold $10.98. They were selling for $14.99 for a while. People stopped buying them, so I lowered it to $10.98. But I bought that at my local auction. I got a ton of Coca-Cola items for like $5. So these didn't cost me much. Now this is a fun item. This Avon Wellness. It's a pill case, but it's from the 80s. And I was about ready to donate because I bought a ton of stuff at my local auction. Sometimes I just buy things in a whole table worth of stuff for $5. A lot of people are like, oh, that's just random crap. But to me, I'm looking at each individual item like, oh, this looks like vintage things. So I don't care. There were 2 of these. I was going to just donate them to the thrift store, but I've got to look it up just in case. These are going for like $25 to $30. Well, I had it for $24.99, and someone offered me $20. I'm like, I don't care. I only paid like 50 cents for it. I'll sell it to you. A pill case from Avon for $20. Now, in my past videos, I've talked about tons. I have a landfill down the street, and they have a thrift store, and their prices are super good. Lately, I've noticed the prices have been going up a little bit, but overall, they're pretty good. They had 2 gigantic, huge bins of kids' meal toys like from the 90s. Not McDonald's, but like Wendy's, Sonic, Burger King. And I said, how much for all of them? And she goes, $20. I'm like, that's a good deal. So these only cost me probably $0.25 a piece. The other day I showed a video of, I sold Johnny Bravo, like 5 little toys for $38. But this Dairy Queen Shaggy Scooby-Doo inflatable barrel, it's just 1 package I sold for $12.99. And then I sold this McDonald's Looney Tunes Roadrunner for $9.99. That didn't go for a lot, but like I said, I didn't pay more than $0.25 for these toys. It's awesome. But those are my sales the last couple of days. I think everything else I've already showed you. Not the last couple of days, but since yesterday. Yeah, I haven't decided. I have so much stuff to list. This side of my room you can't see. It's just, people would call it a death pile. I call it my savings account. They're just bins and bins and bins of items I'm still listing one day at a time. But things I bought for super cheap that I haven't listed yet, but I will make money on. It's just money that I'm just waiting to make. You know, sometimes people say, "Oh, I'm not going to buy things until I'm going to list it that day." But to me, you never know what's going to happen in life. Like my husband lost his job a little while back. I mean, he has part-time work, but I'm able to use all my inventory in my garage and in here to be like, okay, I need to really spend a lot more time to list to help pay for, you know, when he had a full-time job, I didn't have to work as much or make as much because we depend on his income. But it's nice to have this as a backup for times that you like really need money. But what you can do with all these crazy prices, I always shop. I only buy food that's on sale. I look at my ads, things that are clearanced out or on sale. Every store has like little clearance racks or clearance end caps where they sell food that's like no longer, they're not selling anymore or is about ready to expire like in a month or two. And I just buy what's on sale or clearanced out. I don't pay full price for anything. I refuse to. It's just prices are so outrageous. So and we eat good, so you know, we're not in debt. Staying out of debt's a good thing. Forever we had medical debt, but you know, if you can just constantly keep yourself out of debt and pay your bills with extra money you have, always making extra payments, then it works out in the long run. So when, say, you lose your job, if you don't have a lot of debt, then your cost of living isn't as high for your household. So that's just my little spew. But yeah, I think this video's gone on a little too long. I know people after 5 minutes they get bored, but you know, if you enjoy watching my content, thanks for watching to the end, and you can always subscribe. I do shorts videos like of funny animals, or I have a lot of funny shorts videos I do, but I'm gonna try keeping up with making videos every single week, just because I'm getting close to 2,000 subscribers, and once you get past 1,000 subscribers, YouTube doesn't just give you money. You have to get like 3 million watch hours in 3 months, or after 3 months, after you have 1,000 subscribers, you have to get a lot of watch hours. And then they might, if you have ads, they might pay you something. But yeah, I think people who really make a lot of money on YouTube is if they have like 50,000 or a million subscribers and they're making like 2-hour-long contents or hour-long content. Like I watch a lot of crime show podcasts. Those people are making a lot of money. But I do this mostly for fun. If I can make money in the long run from this, that'll be good too, because every little bit helps. So you guys have a good rest of your day, and if, like I said, if you see anything in my videos that you're interested in, just make a comment and I'll message you, and you can contact, there's a way to get exchanging emails, and actually I'll just put my email in here. You can email me too, and let me know what you're interested in. You guys have a good weekend, and I hope you find a lot of fun yard sales if you're out yard selling or thrifting. Have a great day. Bye.